Hello vinyl community, this is Mike with TCAT's Deep Vinyl Tracks. I just wanted to come on today for a couple of reasons. First of all, a lot of you probably noticed that I haven't been posting as many videos lately. I have decided to kind of slow down on the putting out videos now for at least a few months or so. And the reason for that is, without going into too much detail, is there's going to be a lot of changes going on, probably within the next 6 months, and I figured now is probably a good time to, well, because of that, it's a good time to spend some time with my family, and including my extended family. Can't go into a lot of detail other than that right now, but just to let you know, I'll be posting videos every once in a while, probably at least once a month, to show some of my most recent finds. And I'm sorry for that, now that I don't have a lot of time to spend with the vinyl community as far as making comments on other videos or watching as many videos as I used to. And so I apologize big time for that, and I'm sorry, but you're more than welcome to watch the videos that I post. If I don't get a lot of people watching because of my slowed down activity, that's fine too, but my love is vinyl and music, and showing off a lot of the things I tend to find, especially in thrift stores and that. So I want to get on with it now. I want to show you some of the things I found in thrift stores this past month. Really hit, well, I wouldn't call it a huge mother lode, but a surprising bunch of records from a place I usually don't find them at. But first of all, I want to show you 4 CDs that I found. Each one of these was $1.99 each. And I'll start out with Sloan, Never Hear the End of It. Sloan is a band from British Columbia, I believe. They are Canadian anyway. And they've been around since the 1990s, still currently making records. This one is called Never Hear the End of It, and it has 30 tracks on it. It's not a compilation, it's a full album, and all 4 members contribute to the songwriting on this particular album. It's all studio takes, and interesting. It's pretty interesting. There's so many tracks on it. But they're an alternative band. Found a copy of Black Crowes, By Your Side. One of my favorite bands, Widespread Panic. This is Uber Cobra. And another CD by Leonard Cohen. This is 10 New Songs. Trying to collect as much Leonard Cohen as possible. A little harder to find him on vinyl, especially used vinyl. I did pick up some 45s too. Usually I'm quite picky about the 45s that I pick up. I like to look for those that have a bit more value or a little harder to find. This one is Grateful Dead's Sugar Magnolia. And on the B side is Mr. Charlie. This is from the Europe 72 album, the triple album. Bob Dylan's Mozambique. This is from the Desire album. The B side is Oh Sister. Of course, Grateful Dead. Going back to the Grateful Dead single, they're quite highly desirable to a lot of collectors. The singles are, and that one's no exception. The median price is around $50 just for the 45. This one was an interesting one. Flo and Eddie, part of the were at one time part of the Frank Zappa band, the Mothers of Invention. They went solo after Frank Zappa reformed the Mothers, which he reformed his band several times, most people know. But Flo and Eddie continued making albums, kind of parody type music. They came originally from the Turtles. This single is called Afterglow, and the B-side is the original soundtrack from Carlos and the Bull. So kind of the same type of humor that they had on the Mothers of Invention. An interesting Jethro Tull single. This is 2 edits from a Passion Play, which is one of Jethro Tull's albums that has 1 single track, and it's called a Passion Play. Side 1 is edit number 8. Side 2 is edit number 9. And punk band, this one is very interesting. The Diodes, Red Rubber Ball. Red Rubber Ball is a song by the Hollies, and they do a cover of it, a really cool cover. I really enjoy this cover of it. It says the B-side is We're Ripped. However, this isn't a regular single, even though it has the nice cover on it. It is a demo, which makes it worth quite a bit. Well, a good amount. And it only has a stereo version of Red Rubber Ball on one side and the mono version on the B side. So, Cool 45 by the Diodes. Now, let's get into the vinyl. These, like I said, I found most of these in a place I don't normally find them. It's a secondhand thrift store called Bibles for Missions. I've been in there 100 times because my wife likes to go in there, never find anything, especially in the record department. She always finds her kind of stuff. But this time I went in there and it's like somebody must have dumped their records. Some of them had a little water damage on the cover. A few of them were a little bit dirty, needed to be cleaned up a bit. But they were all $1.89 each. So, first of all, you got Steve Winwood. I'm going to move over to this side. Back in the High Life. Of course, you can see a bit of the water damage on that and some peeling away, but the record itself is clean, good shape. Actually had the inner sleeve to it. I'm not a huge fan of Jackson Browne. I do appreciate his songwriting and his music, but I do like this album, Running on Empty. So, good copy of that. And in pretty good shape. 2 record set of Motown's 25 number 1 hits from 25 years. This is a great compilation. Has a lot of great songs, quite a variety, in fact. I really appreciate the songs from the 60s on this one. Songs from the 70s are a little more questionable, as they have a couple of the slow songs from the Commodores on there when Lionel Richie was with them. The ones everybody knows, 3 Times a Lady, and the kind of schmaltzy ones. But there's some great stuff on here, mostly filled with great music. So, the 2-album set. Joe South's Greatest Hits. Of course, Joe South wrote Games People Play. He does his version of Walk a Mile in My Shoes, Children, Hush, Down in the Boondocks. Pretty interesting collection here. And, for $1.89, you can't go wrong with that. Big surprise here, and in great condition. I don't know if anybody knows what this is. I think some of you probably do. That's what the cover looks like. Roger Waters' Radio Chaos, his first solo album that he released when he split off from Pink Floyd. And like I said, in beautiful condition, just as clean as can be. Looks like it's hardly even been played, so that was a cool find, and like I said, $1.89. Record with the shrink still on it, but it was opened, but it still has the hype sticker, Bengals Different Light. I'm a big fan of the Bengals, love their music, and was excited to find this, even though it was one of their more popular albums. Still one that I really enjoy. Look, it even has a 997 sticker on it, the hype sticker, which is cool. And doesn't have the original inner sleeve, but it does have the insert with the lyrics. And one of those plastic sleeves that drive me crazy. A band called Harlequin. Now, there is another band called Harlequin, which is a progressive band. This is not the same band. This one is actually more of a new wave style. Not bad. I mean, nothing to get excited about, but I like the cover on that one. So, demo of Journey's Infinity. This was the first band that featured Steve Perry. Of course, somebody decided to write on it, but we'll overlook that. This is the one album by Steve Perry by Journey that I like enough to get. After that, I don't know, I don't seem to care so much. But even though the cover, and you can see the timing strip on the bottom, the cover is not in the greatest shape, but the record itself is perfect. And it's got the white label. So, nice find there for $1.89. Hard rock heavy metal band, came from around the 80s, Anvil, Forged in Fire. I have to say that I don't know that much about this band, other than the lead singer, and the first two tracks sounds a lot like the Judas Priest lead singer, and even the music. I was really surprised by this, especially on the first side. The second side starts to get a little bit more commercial, but it does show pre-speed metal riffs and drumming and all that, which I was kind of surprised to hear on this early of a record, but not a bad record at all. I found another album by Uriah Heep that I don't see too often, called Firefly. This is the first record released after their original lead singer left, and you can hear a difference. The music is a little more radio friendly, but all in all, not too bad. And it has the palm tree label with the I think it's bronze insignia on there. So that's one I don't see very often, so I had to pick that up. Sad Cafe. Don't know much about this band, Misplaced Ideals. I believe they're kind of an alternative rock. I don't know if they have the new wave sound or not, but looked interesting. I thought I'd give it a try. For $1.89. Art Garfunkel's Watermark, one you see quite often. Cat Stevens' Buddha and the Chocolate Box, one of his albums you don't see quite as often, but one of those great early albums by him. It's got that awful digipack, whatever you call that when you have to open it up and dig it out from the inside. Leo Kottke, My Feet Are Smiling. This is a great solo record, and I mean solo, he's the only one performing on this, and they're all live performances. But you can listen to his guitar playing. I swear it sounds more like four people playing. And you know, there's instrumentals and vocals on this. His vocals you have to get used to a little bit, but this is really a pretty good album, especially for guitar aficionados. Unbelievable. AC/DC's Back in Black, yes, $1.89. So of course everybody knows this one. And still has the inner sleeve. The record itself was taken out and put in one of those plastic sleeves. That's just the regular Atlantic label, but the fact that it was $1.89 was quite shocking. Yeah, the cover's a little wore, but the record is in great shape. One I've been looking for a while, the Monkees, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. So that was a cool find. It's a little bit dirty, needs a little cleaning up, but in pretty good shape. Another compilation. It says manufactured by Capitol Records on the Daffodil record label. But this compilation looked really interesting, especially considering the bands that are on it. You've got Flood, Crowbar, Christmas, Humble Pie, Waldo de los Rios, of course electronic, Academia Monteverdiana, Afoot in Cold Water, King Biscuit Boy, Rodrigo Riera, Small Faces, Joe Probst, and The Nice. So, not your usual artists that you hear a lot of, and a lot of really nice psychedelic style music on this. Really good sampler compilation. I always pick out the interesting looking ones. Really nice one here, still in the shrink, but it was opened. The Blues Magoos Electric Comic Book. Highly desirable album. And a very nice psych pop record. If you haven't heard the Blues Magoos, I highly recommend this one, especially for the track Gloria. Just really great stuff. Stray Cats Rant and Rave. Chicago Transit Authority. Yes, all these are $1.89 still. This one needs a little bit of cleaning up, but it's on the Columbia 2i. People have been getting me interested in Bee Gees, especially watching a lot of vinyl community videos. So I've started looking for some of their older albums. This one is 2 Years On, which features the hit Lonely Days. I listened to this and it sounds really good. The record sounds hardly even played, and it's on this cool yellow Atco label. So, one of the original Susie Quattro records. Just this one's simply called Quattro, from her early days. One from the 80s, The Motels, Little Robbers. This has got the hit Suddenly Last Summer on it. This is a band that people seem to get confused with another band. The difference is this has an S at the end of the name, Spoons. Or in this case, it's a Z. No, it's an S. It just looks like a Z when it's showing up on my camera here. This is their debut album, Stick Figure Neighborhood. They're kind of a post-punk yet power pop alternative band. Female lead singer on this one. And they started in the 80s, I believe. These cool labels. And they're still making records. And another one by the same band. This is their second album, Arias and Symphonies. There you get to see the band, lead singer, Sandy Horn. And again on Ready Records, another nice label. And then these last three records, yes, we're finally down to the last three. I also found at the same store, but these were marked at $4, and even then it was a steal. Big fan of Bob Dylan, and these are three I did not have. John Wesley Harding. These are, I believe all of these are reissues because they're not on the 2i, they're on those labels. But really clean, really nice records, and was excited to find those. So John Wesley Harding, Knocked Out Loaded, one of his more religious records. The back is the exact same, except with the barcode. And the highly prized Blonde on Blonde. All of these are $4. And again, this is a reissue because it's on that same label. The newer Columbia label. So, that's it. I appreciate y'all for watching. I still get in and watch videos. I don't have a lot of time to watch them fully, and sometimes only comment from time to time, but actually watching the embryonic robots last video, which was the vinyl tag, I decided I would get on here and show those, and probably even do a second video this month with the vinyl tag itself. But I do appreciate all my followers in that. Hopefully you're still welcome to leave comments. Forgive me if I don't get back with you, but I do continue to watch your videos whenever I can. I just can't be as consistent as I used to be right at the moment. Hopefully that will change within the next 6 months sometime, but I will get on here from time to time. So thank you for watching. Feel free to leave comments. My email is also in the description below. I'll try to answer when I can. But thank you for watching, and we will talk to you all later.